What if the gun you bought to protect your family is the exact reason you will lose that fight? Most people think they are prepared. They are not. The shotguns that just dominated every real-world home defense test in 2026 are not the ones sitting on dealer shelves. They are not the ones your grandfather recommended, and they are absolutely not the ones most people have loaded in their bedroom right now. The gap between those guns and everything else has never been wider. A single wrong choice at 2 a.m. ends everything. And before we get into the list, number one on this list is a gun that Benelli refused to build for 26 years. They finally built it in 2025. The home defense world has not stopped talking since. Stay until the end. You need to see this one. Gas systems got cleaner. Platforms went optics ready from the factory. Defensive shooters started demanding more. The results are on this list. Pay attention. Number 10. STOEGER M3000 Defense. Nobody sees this one coming. That is exactly why it belongs on this list. Most people walk past the STOEGER without a second look. Serious mistake. The M3000 Defense runs an inertia-driven system straight from Benelli DNA. STOEGER is a Beretta company, and that lineage means a shotgun that cycles hard, cycles fast, and does not care if you skip cleaning for months. Defensive shooters testing it against guns costing twice as much kept landing on the same conclusion. The reliability margin is far smaller than the price gap suggests. Caliber, 12 gauge. Capacity, 4+1. Barrel length, 18.5 inches. Weight, 6.8 pounds. Price range, $549 to $649. The verdict: underestimated, overperforming, and priced to leave money for training ammunition. Before you dismiss the budget tier, this shotgun demands a real look. Number 9. MOSSBERG 59OA1. This is the pump action the U.S. military chose when lives were on the line. That decision did not happen by accident. Mil-Spec 3443G is not a marketing phrase. It is a military procurement standard this shotgun was built to pass. Heavy-walled barrel, metal trigger guard, metal safety, build quality that feels engineered to outlive the operator. In 2026, the 59OA1 remains the pump benchmark for anyone demanding simplicity without sacrificing toughness. When conditions get rough, the 59OA1 runs. No gas system to foul, just a gun that does what you tell it. Caliber, 12 gauge. Capacity, 8+1. Barrel length, 20 inches. Weight, 7.25 pounds. Price range, $599 to $679. The verdict: not glamorous, not flashy out of the box. Just a brutally reliable pump with a military-proven record that still holds up against everything the modern market is offering. Number 8. KALASHNIKOV USAKS 12T. While everyone argued over tube-fed platforms, mag-fed AK shotguns quietly changed the reloading equation entirely. Here is one most defensive shooters overlook entirely. Magazine-fed, a K-patterned. Drop the spent mag. Insert a fresh one. That speed advantage in a real engagement is not theoretical. Picatinny rail standard ships with a 10-round detachable magazine and accepts larger drums. The two-position adjustable gas system handles everything from low brass target loads to full power slugs. Caliber, 12 gauge. Capacity, 10+1. Barrel length, 18.25 inches. Weight, 8.86 pounds. Price range, $849 to $1,050. The verdict: mag-fed speed on one of the most proven action platforms in firearms history. For shooters thinking beyond the tube magazine, this opens a completely different defensive strategy. Number 7. Black Aces Tactical Pro Series M AR muscle memory in a 12-gauge body. For a certain type of trained shooter, this changes everything. Black Aces built something that raises eyebrows the moment you pick it up. Magazine-fed semi-auto, AR-style controls, safety selector, mag release, charging handle. If you train on an AR-15, your muscle memory transfers directly. Real traction in 2025 in side-by-side drills against tube-fed semi-auto. Trained AR shooters got up to speed immediately. Accepts Saiga-compatible magazines and drums. Billet aluminum receiver. Caliber 12 gauge. Capacity 5+1 standard. Accepts Saiga-compatible magazines. Barrel length, 18.5 inches. Weight, 6.5 pounds. Price range, $299 to $399. The verdict. For AR-trained shooters moving to a shotgun, the familiar control layout is a genuine stress performance advantage. At this price point, it is one of the most accessible tactical MUG-fed platforms available. If this list is already changing how you think about home defense, hit subscribe. Every week we break down the guns that actually matter. Now back to the list. Number 6. Beretta 1301. Tactical model 2. 36% faster cycling than the competition. If that number does not stop you, nothing will. Beretta claims the 1301 cycles 36% faster than competing shotguns. Sounds like marketing. Watch it run. The Blink gas system is one of the fastest cycling mechanisms in production. The Model 2 added what serious shooters were already installing themselves. Enlarged bolt release, redesigned Pro Lifter, M-Lock forend. Default recommendation for defensive shooting courses through 2025 and 2026. It is expensive. The performance earns it. Caliber 12 gauge. Capacity 7+1. Barrel length 18.5 inches. Weight 6.8 pounds. Price range $1,499 to $1,799. The verdict. If speed of fire is a core priority in your defensive setup, nothing in this class cycles faster. The Model 2 improvements make it the most refined version of an already elite platform. Number 5. Winchester SX P Extreme Defender FDE. Winchester built the fastest pump cycling system on the market, then put it inside a fully tactical package. The result changes what people expect from a defensive pump. The SXP Extreme Defender FD runs Winchester's speed pump rotary bolt system, 4 massive locking lugs, inertia-assisted action, ghost ring sight, blade front sight, full Picatinny top rail, door breacher choke from the factory, heat shield, FD finished. This does not look or feel like a traditional pump action. That is exactly the point. Caliber 12 gauge. Capacity 5+1. Barrel length 18 inches. Weight 7 pounds. Price range $499 to $549. The verdict. The fastest cycling pump on the market, fully dressed for tactical use. Ghost ring sights, breacher choke, rails, and FD finish at a price that leaves money for training rounds. Number 4. Citadel Boss 25. AR controls. Detachable magazines. 12 gauge. If you train on an AR platform, this is the semi-auto shotgun the industry built for you. The Boss 25 is a gas-operated semi-auto on aluminum upper and polymer lower. Every control sits exactly where AR shooters expect it. Ships with 2 5-round magazines, accepts 10-round magazines, chrome-lined barrel with choke threads, full Picatinny top and lower forend rail, adjustable cheek riser in stock. In home defense testing, it gave AR-trained shooters the fastest reload times of any shotgun in this range. Caliber 12 gauge. Capacity 5+1. Barrel length 18.75 inches. Weight 8 pounds. Price range $329 to $499. The verdict. Full AR ergonomics and a 12-gauge semi-auto. Nothing in this price range puts AR-trained shooters behind a defensive shotgun faster. Number 3. IWI Tavor TS-12. 15 rounds, 28 inches. If you're still thinking about capacity as a limitation on a shotgun, this gun just ended that conversation. 15 rounds, 28 inches overall. Let that settle. The TS-12 runs 3 rotating tube magazines. When one empties, press the rotation button, and the gun auto-chambers from the next loaded tube. No mag to drop. Just rotate and keep firing. In defensive testing, the capacity advantage created a completely different tactical picture. Chrome-lined barrel, M-Lock rails, full Picatinny top rail, at 28 inches more compact than most traditionally stocked shotguns, gaining real traction in 2026. Caliber 12 gauge, capacity 15+1, barrel length 18.5 inches, weight 8 pounds, price range $1,299 to $1,449. The verdict. 15 rounds in a footprint, shorter than most standard stock tactical shotguns. For shooters who prioritize capacity above everything else, nothing else on this list comes remotely close. We are down to the top 2. Number 2. BENELLI M4 tactical. The U.S. Marines did not choose this shotgun because it looked good. They chose it because nothing else survived the testing. The U.S. Marine Corps adopted this as the M1014 after testing designed to find failure points. The M4 passed all of them. The Argo dual piston system has logged tens of thousands of rounds without cleaning in military hands and cycles every load without adjustment. No laboratory test replicates that combat record. In 2026, the M4 remains the gold standard. Serious shooters keep paying that price. Caliber, 12 gauge. Capacity, 5+1. Barrel length, 18.5 inches. Weight, 7.8 pounds. Price range, $1,899 to $2,099. The verdict: Marine adopted, combat proven. Decades of documented military use. The standard every other tactical shotgun is measured against, and nothing has moved it in 2026. Number 1. TYPHOON Defense F12. Full billet aluminum upper, adjustable gas block. 3 steel magazines included. This is what an AR-12 looks like when engineers refuse to cut corners. The TYPHOON Defense F12 earns its flagship status on specs alone. Gas-operated semi-auto built on full 7075 T6 billet aluminum upper and lower, not polymer lower like most AR-style shotguns. Both halves are full billet aluminum. An adjustable gas block handles light and heavy loads without swapping components. Heat shield over barrel, ambidextrous safety, enhanced bolt release. BENELLI mobile choke threads. Ships with 3 5-round steel magazines. 10-round and 20-round drums available. The F12 runs where other AR-style shotguns fail because the adjustable gas system removes load variability entirely. Competitive 3-gun shooters adopted it first. Defensive shooters followed when they realized that the same advantage applies to every high-volume scenario. By 2026, it became the premium AR-12 choice for buyers who refuse to compromise. Caliber, 12-gauge capacity, 5+1. Barrel length, 18.5 inches. Weight, 8.6 pounds. Price range, $849 to $999. The verdict: full billet aluminum receiver. Adjustable gas system. 3 steel magazines included. The most engineering-forward AR-style tactical shotgun in 2026 at this price. That is the list. 10 shotguns. One question left. The tactical shotgun market in 2026 looks nothing like 5 years ago. Gas systems got smarter. Optics became standard. Magazine-fed platforms earned genuine trust. A handful of new guns pushed the performance ceiling higher than anyone expected. Now here's the debate that never gets settled. Maximum capacity or maximum reliability when the moment actually arrives. The Tavor gives you 15 rounds. The BENELLI M4 gives you a combat record that nothing else touches. Which one do you trust in your life? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Real answers only. If this list changed how you think about your setup, subscribe. We cover the guns that actually matter every single week. And if you want to see how these shotguns compare to the top AR-15 home defense builds of 2026, that video is up next. Do not miss it.